Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about what is meant by the RMS quantity of an AC supply or AC quantity. So what is basically an RMS means? RMS is nothing but root mean square. Okay, we'll try to see the definition of RMS and what is the RMS value of an sinusoidal waveform by the end of this video. So then you'll be very clear and confident to solve the problems on RMS. So RMS means root mean square. So when you are pronouncing, you have to pronounce from left to right. But when you're solving the problem, we have to do it in the reverse. First to find the square of the value, and then find the mean of the value, and then find the root of the value. So this is the process. So what is this root mean square means? If you're having an sinusoidal supply, so the sinusoidal equation is given by I of t is equal to I maximum into sine of omega t, or this can be written as I maximum into sine of theta. Okay, so here the y-axis is the instantaneous quantities I of t, and the x-axis is theta, or theta is equal to omega t. And this waveform will start with 0 and it goes to maximum and it get decreases. This is called positive cycle, and once again it starts and comes to 0. So this is called positive Im, and this is called negative minus Im. Okay, now let us try to understand what happened to this. So these, for these kind of waveforms, we have to find this RMS will give the effective values for this varying type of sinusoidal quantities. So that is the main purpose of RMS. If you want to find the effective value of a sinusoidal waveform, then the solution is provided by RMS quantity. Okay, and for all these sinusoidally or the waveforms which are varying with respect to time, then we can determine the root mean square. So directly, if it's a DC supply, for example, DC supply, if you take 12 volts is there. So this is the time taken at 0 millisecond, this is at 10 millisecond, this is at 15 millisecond, and this is at 20 millisecond, and this is at 5 millisecond. At any instant at 5 millisecond or 10 millisecond or 15 millisecond or 20 millisecond, the value of voltage is fixed. Whenever the voltage of is fixed, then directly we can calculate the average value since it is an DC supply. Since for this kind of altering quantities like sinusoidal, we cannot directly find the average value. The best way of representing this value or measuring this value is called root mean square. Now let us try to see the process of solving this RMS value. Now let us try to understand the method, or which is called the analytical method of finding root mean square. Coming to the analytical method, there are four steps are involved. First one, write down the equation of current. It may be current or voltage, just write down the equation of current. The instantaneous current is given by the formula I is equal to Im sine omega t. This is the first step. Second step is for the given current, perform the square of that AC quantity. So here you have to perform square of that AC quantity. So what is the square of that value is nothing but I of t whole square. So that's what I told. The first step you have to perform square. And coming to the next step, how to solve the problem is find the average value or find the mean value. So how to find the average or mean value is the formula is given by, so when you have to find out the area of this curve. So how to find the area of this curve? So the area of this curve is given by the formula, which is nothing but area of the curve over one cycle divided by the base length of the curve. The base length of the curve for one cycle. This is the basic formula. Later we'll discuss why it is symmetrical and unsymmetrical. Okay. So now let us try to understand. Second one, we have to calculate the average value or mean value. So fourth step, so first step we calculated the square, and in the second we calculated the mean, and third we are going to perform the root for the available average value, which gives the RMS quantity. Just remember, we'll do the derivation. The formula of VRMS is nothing but Vm by root 2, or it may be current RMS is equal to Im divided by root 2. So these are the basic formulas, which will be 0.707 of the voltage as well as the current. Now let us try to solve the RMS value of an sinusoidal waveform. It's very important in solving RMS value of an sinusoidal quantity. Let us try to take the quantity as I of t is equal to I m sine omega t. So this is what you are going to have the current expression. Okay. So now let us try to solve step by step. Okay. So what is the equation of current you are going to have? Let's try to draw the waveform for this. So it is the function of time. Take it as theta, or theta is equal to omega t, and in the y-axis take it as I of t. Okay, here you can see here the waveform starts with 0 and reaches the maximum value, and then it decreases, it comes to 0, and once again it will start here, it goes to the negative, and once again it comes to 0. So these are the instants at 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, as well as 270 degrees and 360 degrees. Here you can see here, when you fold this waveform, the positive and negative both are same, or if you make it to bring it up, here you can see here this waveform is an symmetrical. Okay, so now from the bottom we are brought it to the upper value, both are of same magnitude and height, and I can say this waveform is an symmetrical waveform. So how to say symmetrical means, the examples of symmetrical is a butterfly. So if you take an butterfly, so the butterfly wings will be like this and the wings will be like this. When you fold in one axis, automatically it will be like an one element. Okay, next one is your laptop. Okay, your laptop also you'll be having like an foldable in nature when you fold with respect to one axis. Okay, so when you are folding your laptop or foldable 4 into one axis, then this is also called symmetrical. Now you can see here this waveform and this waveform both are same, therefore I can call this waveform as an symmetrical. Now for this symmetrical sinusoidal current, let us try to find out the RMS. Therefore, I of t is given by the formula Im sine omega t. And you can further simplify it. I of t is equal to Im sine omega t can be written as sine theta. So the first step of finding is first square that value, which is nothing but it whole square, that is equal to Im square sine square theta. Okay, so for this available current, let us try to find out the average value or the mean value. The average or the mean value is given by the formula. So already we have been discussed area of the curve. So what is the area of the curve? Integral 0 to pi. So here we have to take only up to half cycle, as already I discussed. So your laptop, when you fold in one axis, it will get folded. Your textbook, when you fold in one axis, it will get folded. And this waveform also, when you fold like this axis, this is symmetrical. So for symmetrical, we have to calculate only for the half cycle. Okay. So whenever it is a symmetrical, calculate. So if the waveform is symmetrical in nature, you try to calculate only for the half cycle. If the waveform is unsymmetrical, which is not same, then you have to calculate for one cycle. So you have to remember this while we are solving the problem. Now here it is, you can see here it is symmetrical, calculate only for half cycle. So the limits varying from 0 to pi. And what is the amount of current you have to write down, which is nothing but I m square sine square theta. And so in order to calculate all this value, we have to integrate for the small instant, that is consider this instant as small d theta. So into d theta. Okay. So this is the way of solving the, this will give the area of the curve over half cycle divided by the base length. What is the base length? By pi. So this is how we have to calculate this value. So here you can see here we can write down this as I m square divided by pi into integral of 0 to pi sine square theta into d theta. So let's try to do it separately, then our answer becomes simplified. So 0 to pi, let's erase this unnecessary thing. We will find this integration value. So integral 0 to pi sine square theta d theta. Okay. So then what we're going to have here is so integral of sine square theta, we can write on it as 0 to pi. Sine square theta, we can write on it as 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2, and bring this 1 by 2 the outside, then this is multiplied with d theta. Okay. So therefore integral 0 to pi, so 1 when you multiply, this is nothing but d theta minus d theta of cos 2 theta. So for this, I have to perform the integration, that is equal to 1 by 2 uh, integration, differentiation will get cancelled, theta varying from the lower limit 0, upper limit pi, minus integral of this value. So integral of cos, so the integral of cos 2 theta is equal to, actually integral of sin 2 theta is equal to cos 2 theta is equal to sin 2 theta, and for this term if you are doing, it will come to the denominator. So therefore here I can write down it as 1 by 2 into sine 2 theta, where the limits are varying from 0 to pi. These are the overall brackets. So that is equal to half into, so this I can write on pi minus 0 minus half of, so this value you are going to have sine 2 pi minus sine upper limit minus lower sine 2 0. Okay. So when you perform it, which is nothing but half into pi minus 1 by 2 sine 360 is 0, sin 0 is 0, 0 into 2 is 0, and resultant answer is pi by 2. So here, when you perform integral of sine square theta, okay, so the integral of sine square theta, we are going to get it as I m square by pi into, this value is pi by 2. Okay, so here pi will get cancelled. Here then we are going to have im square by 2. So but the third value we require is root of the value. Okay, so RMS value is equal to root of V average, that is equal to root of I m square by 2, which is nothing but im by root 2. Im by root 2 is 0.707 im, where this is nothing but 90% of the waveform. Okay, so for this waveform, so this is nothing but I m value. So 70, I mean this is nothing but 0.707 im. I mean 70% of the waveform, here you are going to have the RMS current. So RMS current is equal to im by root 2, which is 0.0707. So this is how we have to solve the problem of getting the answer. Okay. So RMS is nothing but the effective, I repeat again for those who are unable to understand. RMS is nothing but the effective value of an sinusoidal waveform which are varying with respect to time. So the first way of solving is, so first calculate square, and second you calculate mean and then calculate the root. Okay, so the same process I employed. I have taken the sine waveform, and here this negative part I have moved to the up, where the waveform is now symmetrical in nature. Whenever the waveform is symmetrical in nature, there's no need to calculate the area of the complete cycle, just to calculate the area of only half cycle. If the waveform is symmetrical as our sine, you can calculate only up to half cycle. There's no need to calculate for the full cycle. This is all about the root mean square. Later, in the next video, we'll try to discuss about the average value. Thank you for your time. We'll meet in another video.